Cancer, I was actually getting ready to meditate with your energy, and right away I heard you're getting called to the front of the line. And I just feel so guided to jump in and read on whatever this is right now. There could be a significant Aries in your life, or maybe you're going to meet someone with Aries energy, or this could be Aries in your own chart, but it feels like there's some kind of fire activation going on. You're being called to the front of the line. This could be spiritually, it could be in a work situation, maybe even in love. I'm not sure, but I'm excited to see what we get here, Cancer. So let's get into the cards and see what Spirit has to say. You're getting called to the front of the line. It feels like you've been standing in this line for a while. You know, you've taken a number and it's like, oh my goodness, number, I'm hearing 666. I don't know. It has bad connotations, that number, but it doesn't have to mean those bad connotations. It could mean something else. Or maybe it does for you. You take this message however it resonates, but it's like you're looking at this number and you're like, oh, damn. I think actually when you look at what that means in terms of numerology and angel numbers, it has to do with balance, divine balance. And in the tarot, it is the Lover's card, number 6. So there's a massive turn of events. I'm hearing a massive switch, a decision. I'm seeing a light switch, but I'm seeing the lights go off on something. It's like you're closing the lights, shutting the door. You've made some kind of decision here. Hold on a second. Some of you are putting something away for a second. This could even be a worry, a fear, some kind of emotional anxiety, or maybe it's like you're having closure with a particular event in your life, or even a space. You shut the light, you close the door. That's it. And then you're called to the front of the line. So when you took this metaphorical number to stand in whatever line this is, you got the number and you're like, oh man, this is going to take a while, you know? How many, there's 599, well, actually it would be 565, 665 people in front of me. And those numbers could be significant. I'm just losing it. There's a lot of people in front of me, and I'm going to have to stay here for a while. I'm seeing a train conductor blow a whistle, and it's like, come to the front of the line. And this is, well, let's see. You know, it's like I'm trying to figure out what's going on, and I think that's your energy too. Like, huh? I'm getting called up to the front? The upside down perspective shift. I'm seeing this as you. It's like you weren't even facing the way the line is moving because you thought you had so much time to wait. So you're just kind of turned your back to it. You're looking around, what's going on. And then someone calls your number. And it's like you look backwards like, what? It's my turn already? Okay, so you're being called to the front of the line because you've had a perspective shift. And that has to do with shutting the light and closing the door. And something massive in your life. Okay, so let's see. Some of you are ending friendships. Others of you are just deciding to start a new chapter. The energy supporting you is surfacing. Emerge from the dark into the light. How beautiful. Sorry about that, Cancer, a little bit of an interruption. This is part of the energy, so you may feel like just as you are emerging from the dark, you've shut that light, closed the door, I'm coming out of that dark room into the light. You may feel like you're getting distracted, or suddenly all these people are calling for your attention. They have things they want you to do. They want you to get out of line. Don't worry, Cancer, there's still a long ways to go, but you're about to get called to the front of the line, so you better not get distracted from what you've been waiting for, what you've been manifesting, what you've been working on. Okay, and don't let anybody else save your place in line. You be there. It's your turn. It's your karma. It's your fate, your destiny. I am going to find out what's at the front of this line, but let's keep going and see what the challenge is. And I do feel like the challenge is a little bit of a distraction. I wouldn't take any shortcuts right now. Okay, shortcuts are not always a bad thing, but it feels like maybe somebody wants to help you with your workflow, or you feel like you could get a quick answer, by being clever with something, or I don't know what the shortcut is necessarily, but I feel like, well, what do you want me to say about that? It feels like you need to be on this particular path. You need to stay on this line, in this line. I don't know how to put words to it, but it's like if you deke out for a minute, if you deke out for a minute, whatever's trying to find you, like, you're going to miss your call. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see the challenge. Moon magic, rituals and intentions. This could be related to something you did a ritual on in the last full moon or the new moon. That's very specific for some of you. But this feels like something you've been working towards and manifesting and calling on and asking spirit for help with. So here it is. Are you going to be there to receive it? Yeah, okay, going back to the shortcut. I don't know exactly how to describe this energy, but it's not like spirit is saying you have to struggle and work hard and, you know, you have to take the long, arduous path. It's not that. It's more like you're going to get called to the front. You're going to bypass that whole thing. But if you go off on a tangent or you go off on a shortcut, you're not even there to bypass the line. So the shortcut actually becomes the long route. Get what I'm saying? Yeah. Okay, let's go further in. Let's see the energy supporting you, Cancer. Tell me more. Surfacing. Emerge from the dark into the light. Tell me more for Cancer. We have reckless discord and disharmony, dance on destruction, flowing with the necessary cycles of transformation. This is really beautiful. This is reminding me of letting go. When something breaks, when something fractures, instead of dwelling on it, instead of feeling like something is catastrophic, I'm hearing and being really let down. This is you finding and seeing the possibility in that energy leaving your life. So this could be something more literal too. It's like an object that you like or you really hold dear breaks. But rather than that being an emotional moment for you or something difficult, you see that if you let this go, maybe something new can come into your life now. There's some object you've had a lot of emotional connection with, okay? And Spirit's asking you to let that connection go a little bit. There's some kind of unhealthy attachment I'm picking up on for someone here. And in your support, I feel like Spirit is saying those unhealthy emotional attachments you've had to things are starting to lift. Okay, so that energy you're investing into your relationship with, I don't know, a necklace, a ring, a mug, whatever it is, can be put somewhere else. If something breaks in your house, I'm not saying it's going to, but if it does, observe yourself in your own reaction. Okay, see if you can just let it go. Unfortunate, that sucks, but can you move on? That's a hallmark sign that you're ready to go to the front of the line to receive something new. Okay? You're not going to come to the front of the line to see Spirit or whatever is up there waiting for you, which we're going to find out with some janky ass fractured broken mug. Okay? Chipped dishware. If you have chipped dishware, throw it out. This is all symbolic. Your subconscious mind knows that you're holding on to things that are broken and you need to let them go. Okay, and some of you already have done that. You're seeing that the destruction of something has turned into a necessary transformation for you. This could be a broken relationship. It could be a broken record situation at work. Okay, the destruction of it, the letting it go is really helping you. Someone has been reckless as well. Okay, and that might be what you've closed the door on. some reckless energy, perspective shift. I don't need that in my life. Okay, so tell me more about moon magic, rituals, and intentions for the challenge. Now, this coming out as the challenge, perhaps because you haven't seen whatever manifestation you've been focusing on come into fruition. So it's challenging you. Like, did that even do anything? Yes, it did. Let's see. Activate the dream state, engage the subconscious mind, access deeper thoughts. Yes, there is something about your subconscious mind going on here. Number 18, too, the moon card. That's where the perspective shift begins, in the subconscious, where you begin to view the world as full of possibilities and potentials rather than setbacks. I'm hearing layoffs or lack. And that's a hard thing to do because you might be actually experiencing that in your life. There could be things that are challenging in the 3D world. But I don't know. It's like I don't know how, you're just letting it go. You're letting it roll off your back more, flowing in the direction of your destiny. You see what I'm saying? Like, hey, I got in this river and I was just planning to chill here on my boat and relax, but now the river's moving and it's taking me somewhere and I don't know where it's going, but hey, maybe I'm supposed to follow this path. Maybe I'm supposed to see what's going on. And that's exactly right. Okay, so something a little bit unexpected happens. Maybe something doesn't exactly go your way, but it leads you to the front of the line. Okay. Let's see. What are we talking about, Spirit? What's at the front of the line? 8:08, I just saw on the timer. What's on the front of the, what's at the front of the line? What's at the front of the line? Rebel without applause, kindness. You've been working hard. You've been working hard behind the scenes and not getting the recognition you really do deserve. But you haven't been a crybaby about it. And in fact, it's been kind of hard. A lot of you, I'm hearing suck it up, buttercup. Maybe that's the mentality you've had with yourself or other people have told you that. And it's been rough. It's been hard. Because you've had to go against some expectations placed upon you. You've had to look out for number one, for yourself. You've had to put up boundaries, shut doors, close lights, all of that stuff. Take the number, wait in the line, but you're doing it. And all of that is rebelling against what other people are asking you to do, to step out of line, I'll hold your spot, Cancer. Just go on your shortcut, go on the detour. So at the front of the line, look at this, so cute. You're getting the applause you deserve. You're getting the recognition you deserve. The kindness you deserve. What does that look like, Spirit? The underdog, underestimation, and soul contraband, desire. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Yeah. I think you underestimated yourself in a lot of ways. Hold on a second. What's this I'm picking up on? What's this soul contraband? What do you have? You're being called to the front of the line because you have something. You have something hidden, tucked away. And Spirit sees it, senses it. You're not showing it off. A secret. Yeah, I that's what I'm picking up on. There's something hidden here. There's something in your pocket, some secret you have. Yes. Okay, what is it? I'm seeing Saturn. Saturn is in your pocket working with you, discipline. You've been restricting yourself, holding back, but not from from a negative place, it's like devotion. You've been devoted to your path, okay? You've known when to speak and when not to. You've been very diligent and mindful and purposeful and understanding your own energy. I'm connecting with someone today who's really done a lot of work. Okay, now are you going to tell me what you're holding in your pocket other than Saturn? I mean, that's a big thing to have in your pocket. And it's Capricorn is your opposite sign, your sister sign. And Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. So that could have been something difficult that you have been contending with your whole life. You know, this feeling of being restricted and disciplined in some way while expecting to give so much. The moon and Saturn, right? Okay. What else is the secret in Cancer's pocket that spirit knows? Like visionary, magic. Look. Yeah. Okay. Who you fooling, you magic one? That's your soul contraband. You know, you're sneaking it in. You're standing in line with all the rest of them, okay? But you have the magic. You have the secret sauce. You are the visionary. And Spirit's like, oh my God, this line is so long. I got to go through all these people and all their karma and what are they doing? And then they're like, there's some energy in here on this line here. I'm feeling it. And then Spirit's like, it's you. It's you. Whoever I'm connecting with today, it's you, Cancer. I think number 666, come to the front of the line because they see your magic. Okay. This is great. Okay, let's see. Cancer. What a vision. Step right up. Let's see. We're going to get more information. Let's see. Rebel without applause. You know, you've been going at it for a long time. It's been hard. And you've remained kind, generous, especially to yourself. And that's really important and difficult to do when you're faced with a ton of challenges. And people underestimated you, right? All along the way, the underdog. But you're the one with the vision. I'm hearing you don't have to showboat. So this is really beautiful. And part of the magic you have in your vision and all of that, it's like it's being amplified from this perspective shift, from being able to let something difficult go. It's amplified your magic. Okay, let's see. For Cancer Spirit. Tell me more. So funny how I sensed that. I just sensed it. Like, what are you got? What do you got that you're not saying? And I can see here already in the cards. All right. These cards came out. Wow, that's a lot. Let's just get one, Spirit. Let's just get one for the 9 of Swords here. Perfect. Okay, so your overall energy is the Empress, the creative visionary, the abundant one. You think you can hide from Spirit in a crowd? No, you stand out. I'm even feeling like Spirit's going to have a talking to whoever gave you that number so far back. I'm hearing, but all things need to be fair anyways. Some of you, there's something significant about bracelets, rings, or maybe even a barrette for some of you. Okay, tell me the Empress for your overall energy. Abundance, creation, creativity. The moon. The Empress and the moon. Wow. You were really mothering yourself, not gender specific. Nurturing yourself, taking care of your subconscious mind. And there's so much creativity in there, so much magic in there. It's like you're unlocking it all. Now, I feel like whatever room you closed and light you shut off, like I said, you're realizing that whatever went down over there, whatever what happened, when you felt really low and all of that, you took what was useful for you out of that situation. What was useful for you in that situation? Six of Swords. Learning how to detach, learning how to calm your mind, learning how to control your mind. Which tells me that maybe somebody was trying to manipulate you at some point, or anxiety got overwhelming, and you're learning how to navigate those mental energies. Three of Pentacles and the Sun, and do something with it. Make it into something. Some of you are artists, and you're using that energy from that difficult period of your life to create for yourself, to create a business, to create a new image of yourself, to create an outlook. Okay. I wish I could get more specific. Like, I want to know what, like, you know, I want to say like, hey, you're going to get a promotion. Like, you know, I want specifics. But it's probably different for each of you. Anything I can get specific to this message? Embodied fortune. For some of you, there's going to be big shifts when it comes to health and just feeling better overall. Your vitality, your energy. Some of you are going to conceive. I have to say it, Moon, Empress, embodied fortune, okay? But it doesn't have to be that, of course, and it won't be for a lot of you. But you're embodying the energy of fortune with the Empress, like self-made fortune. Finding the fortunate in an unfortunate situation, right? In something that was destructive for you. Some of you are leaving a certain kind of lifestyle or job behind, or maybe even an addiction, and turning that whole experience into a useful fodder for new creation. And you're being fast-tracked. Can I get some more information on this fast-tracked question? Survival. One more about that. Ego, contract, tarot. Oh, interesting. Maybe you've been working heavily with the tarot. There's, you're very perceptive and aware of your ego. And I feel like you've even been questioning your own spiritual path and your spiritual inclinations. Maybe the way that you perceive tarot or you work with tarot. You may have been relying on it really heavily in the past. Or maybe your readings were always focused on like survival mode kind of energy. But now that your perspective has changed, the contract is being rewritten here. And I feel like Spirit's asking you now, well, what do you want? If you're a reader, what do you want with your spiritual practice, your tarot practice? If you're not a reader, it's like, what questions do you have? What do you want to know? Because you really have the answers here. You have the magic, the secret magic. You're the visionary. Some of you might want to even start your own channel here. If you've been needing a push, a sign from Spirit, should you do it? The answer is yes here. Detective, logic. There's things that you can figure out by helping others too. Okay, I'm going to keep going. What you don't see coming is Six of Cups. It's a chest here, a treasure chest. It's like a time capsule energy, something from the past that's been kept locked up. Okay, let's see. What is this? What you don't see coming. Some of you, I was thinking that earlier, some of you are going to meet an aspect of yourself, this part of yourself. Maybe your inner child. That really is the secret visionary within you, is your inner child. Super magical. Childhood is one of the most magical times of our life, which is why it's so heartbreaking when something traumatic happens at that period. I'm hearing it can make or break our magic. And I think for you, you're deciding it's not going to break my magic. It's going to make it. I'm going to make something out of that time, out of something difficult that happened to me. Or happened maybe even to your child for some of you. Look at this, Ace of Cups, Six of Cups. You're finding something that's been kept hidden in your subconscious mind, in your treasure chest, locked up from long ago, as a new potential, as a new opportunity. Some of you are returning to a past passion that you've had, and maybe it's been kind of idle or you've put it away for a while. It's going to come back strong. There's a revival here. That's what's at the front of the line, this Ace of Cups. But it's kind of, it's interesting because you get up there, Spirit has some questions for you about your own practice and your own spirituality. And it's like they open this box, this treasure chest, and you're expecting something brand new. And then you see like a whole bunch of things that you already know. Oh, maybe it's all the things you've let go of, right? Like all those objects and things I was talking about. And Spirit's like, you let go of them and I've been holding on to them for you. What do you want to take now from it? Oh, that's so interesting. There's so many implications for that. Anyways, it's kind of complicated, but whatever you let go of, you give it back, you give it to God, you give it to Spirit, and they decide whether it's worth keeping on your path or not. And you get up to the front of the line and Spirit has some of those things you've let go of throughout your life, whether you wanted to or not. And you're going to find something in that chest that you want to revive. Okay, Eight of Pentacles for your opportunity. Some of you, this is really about a business, work, something creative for sure. Let's see. What is this? Eight of Pentacles. Three of Swords. This is your opportunity. Whoever I'm connecting with today, you're an alchemist, which means you transmute and transform energies. You alchemize difficult energies, dense, heavy energies into something more malleable and workable for you, something that is valuable to you. And so whatever has been very painful for you, Three of Swords, and you're holding on to it, right? And the reason why you're holding on to this Three of Swords is because you're meant to do something with it. You've let a lot go, but there's something you're holding on to. Like I said, you left the room, but you took what you needed with you. This is like your tool. It's something to work with. It's your paintbrush, it's your palette. It's your framework. It's your repository of knowledge. Like there's something here that you could dig into in that painful experience, that painful energy, and put it to work. Don't let someone hurt you and then you don't do anything with that experience. Put it to work. Put their energy that they use to hurt you to work for you now. You know what I'm saying? So some of you are great counselors, trauma therapists, or maybe like you work in the health profession in some way. You You know what you're doing. You know what you're doing. It's part of your magic, okay? Yeah. Rebel without applause. Exactly. Most people don't want to do that because it's difficult. It's hard. You have to keep kind of encountering some difficult thoughts, emotions, memories, going layers and layers deeper into your subconscious mind, but you've taken up the challenge. So whatever it is that you're doing or you want to do, I'm telling you, use that residual pain or angst or anxiety or whatever it is and make it into part of your art or part of your fuel that gets you going to start your business. Use it. It's your opportunity. Okay, the challenge is strength. Okay, so this makes sense because this is going to take some courage. Hold on, there's something here with this mug. I know that, what is it? Is it a Japanese? It starts with a K. I can never remember it when you put things back together, broken things back together, but that's not what I'm seeing here. It's not like Spirit saying, okay, the mug cracks or something breaks in your life and then you piece it back together and still get some use out of it. No. This is like the mug breaks and it cuts you. And then you use your blood for something. That's more of the analogy. It's the wound that you work with, not the actual thing that hurt you, if that makes sense. Okay, so strength for the challenge. The star. The visionary. Okay, why is this a challenge? Some of you have a tattoo on your back, manipulation. Hold on. Or you're planning on getting one. Purpose, draw the line, and lies. Well, that's that energy. Oh, Cancer, just get out of line. The line's too long, or I'll stand in place for you while you go scout out some kind of shortcut and you don't have to stand in this line. No, there's going to be energies that try to pull you away from your purpose, from your path, from your star path. And it's going to take a lot of strength and courage to draw the line with them. And their manipulation and their lies, and they're throwing you off track with something. Flowing in the direction of your destiny. People are not going to want that for you because they're jealous or they can't do it themselves. A whole bunch of reasons. Come to the front of the line. Draw the line. It might be worthwhile, if you feel guided, to draw a line on a piece of paper and put a little circle to represent yourself wherever you feel like you are right now in that line towards whatever you're manifesting. And then draw and envision yourself cutting the line, moving all the way up to the front. Like draw yourself like a little loop here and put the point that represents you at the front of the line. I don't know, there's something about that could be really powerful for someone. Just a suggestion that's coming through. Okay, so who's manipulating? What's going on here? Knight of Hearts. Knight of Pentacles. This could be someone saying not to take a chance on something, to really hunker down and get something solid, stable. This is like risk adverse energy. This is don't take a leap of faith, Cancer, strategize, but you're a visionary. This could also be someone who's kind of boring, I just have to say. Who's a little manipulative, but like their life is boring, usually how it goes. And that's where they find their entertainment, right? The Chariot. Yeah, this is about manipulation on your path and somebody trying to stop you, block you with this shield here. from going forward. So be careful, about people's advice. Who do you really trust? Who might have their own subconscious projections or motives? And, it doesn't mean that they are actively working against you. They could just not be thinking about you and thinking about themselves. Okay, like maybe someone in your family has certain advice for you and it's not in alignment with you. Thanks, but no thanks. You don't have to make it any bigger than that. For some of you, though, there is someone in your life. The Hierophant could be Taurus energy, earth energy, the world, very controlling, very domineering, has a certain perspective of who you are, what you should do, very involved in your life in some way. And I think Temperance, with your alchemy, you need a little bit of a boundary here, like draw the line with them in some way, okay? Your advice is Wheel of Fortune. Fortune favors the bold, right? You better go to that front of the line when Spirit calls you. It's your guidance. Embrace the change. You're not waiting around anymore. Things are moving here. So tell me more for the advice for Cancer. The Devil. Ooh. No, sir. I'm not going to be listening to that anymore. To the shadow. Other people's shadows, your shadow. The energy's holding you back. 666, right? Came through. It's interesting. Maybe it is supposed to represent that kind of energy, because you are taking stuff from the shadow and using it to your for your purpose. It's like, hey, devil energy, you want to put a pitchfork in my back? Great, that was just the tool I needed. And you yoink it out, and then you're like, now I can dig this hole and find my treasure. This is a perfect tool for me. Thank you. That's what I see you doing. Turning something around so it's useful to you, rather than letting it manipulate you or control you in some way. Can I get one more for this Devil and Wheel of Fortune for the advice? Something is hidden. This secret that you have in your pocket, the magic, the vision. Be careful who you share it with, because not everybody, like I said, will want you to succeed. It's just what I'm feeling here. It doesn't mean you can't share it. But don't waste your time with people who don't have good intentions. Okay, you've kept it a secret, rebel without applause, for a reason. Tell me more about what's hidden. Corrupt. Some corruption. Some of you have like a very, you have a genuine original approach or idea, or a way of doing something. And there's some corruption in the background that wants to take advantage of that in some way. Okay. And I feel like chained. This is something that you want to be aware of. Okay. And not let stunt your growth or dictate it. Don't let this energy tell you which way to grow and which way to go. You have to see what works for you. Okay. So the outcome, and then I'm going to do an extended. In the extended reading, we're going to go a layer deeper. We're going to see what's underneath all of this. Tends to get more specific because there's less of you there. If you're interested in that, the link is in the description box below. If you're not interested in that, you don't like that idea, trust Spirit already knew that before you even got to this reading and didn't hold anything back and gave you everything you needed right here. Okay. The outcome was the 9 of Swords came out first, and then I asked for clarification one more, and I got the High Priestess. Look at you. What's this behind your back that you're holding? Is this a sword? You're like, oh, you're going to bring the 9 of Swords? You're going to bring the anxiety? You're going to bring the fear? You're going to bring all of that? Well, let me add another sword to that and make it the end. Okay, so I see you bringing something to an end. And it could be your own fears and anxieties, or it could be a relationship or a situation that's bringing that upon you. And you put the last nail in the coffin somehow, some way. The high priestess, something is hidden. The truth, your clarity, your epiphany, that this doesn't rule you, this Nine of Swords energy, these fears and upset. That doesn't rule you. And someone's underestimated what you have. Okay, so this is like nothing's holding you back here. Nope, nothing's going to hold you back. And that's what I see as the outcome. Some of you have been really anxious to start something or to proceed or keep going. And what's been hidden is your own strength and your own intuition and your own magic and your own power. And you're going to see that I'm going straight to the front of the line and this is going to be great. And it really is. All right, Cancer. That's what I have for you. I hope that helped. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.